guys, Rise here. It's late Sunday night and decided to do one more Starcraft 2 beta commentary before I went to bed and headed off to do a full week of work. So hopefully I can bring you guys one more exciting game, and I think I might just be able to do that. Why? Well, I know a lot of you enjoyed the last 2 vs 2 that I did, and so guess what? We got another one, and it's going to be a TP versus a TP team. TP team. A little bit of a tongue twister, huh? Going to be an interesting game because we got Charlie and Voidwards. You just saw a couple of Voidwards games going up against iNcontroL and Team EG's LzGaMeR. Yes, LzGaMeR playing the Team EG tag for the time being anyway. Now that he's got his new name, he's not going to be doing that for too much longer. But very exciting game coming up because I've heard this is epic. And no spoiler here because we don't know who I got it from. I could have got it from Voidwards. I could have got it from iNcontroL, or I could have got it from Team EG. Don't know Charlie, but I do know Charlie's a pretty good player. Obviously, these are all top platinum players. And the best thing about this commentary, I'm not going to be screaming constantly because I'm a little tired. And that's kind of part of my strategy in doing this game. Figure maybe I'll do a little bit less screaming and a little bit more actual commentating for you guys. So, all right, I actually had it on fast and not faster for a reason this time. I wanted to give a good intro, and now I can talk about the matchup a little bit more. So, all right, we got iNcontroL. Let's put up the production tab early on just so I don't miss anything. iNcontroL and Team EG. So, iNcontroL is the light blue player. Team EG, LzGaMeR, I'm going to start calling him LzGaMeR, not Team EG anymore, is the purple Terran. All right, this is for both you guys and for me to keep track of everything. Charlie is the Blue Protoss player, and we got Voidwards, which we're used to watching a Protoss player playing Terran in red. So now that we got that down, a little bit about this map. This map is a shared base map. So while you see them together, they are not opposing teammates, nor can they be, to my knowledge. You will always be placed at the proper location with your teammate. Cool thing about this map, in the base expansion, and that's a beautiful thing, especially because basically with this walling in capability here, as we see Team EG doing, Team EG being the collective, not just LzGaMeR, let's point that out, and Voidwards and his partner Charlie. I don't know, I can't think of a clever name for these two. Let's just call them CharlieVoi. How does that sound? CharlieVoi. Yeah, okay. Anyway, looks like they're not opting to wall in, though. They're just going to mass their units and probably rally them to the middle, which is pretty cool with this big gate here. There are high yields on this base. There is one on this end over here, and alternately on the other side, mirroring, is one over here. So there is only one high yield for each team, which is kind of cool. And if the other team isn't particularly good or just you're way ahead, you can actually get away with getting both. So anyway, Team EG walling in, that means that they're probably going to fast expand. It looks like both players doing so, or planning to do so, whereas Team CharlieVoi doing a little bit of a different strategy. We got an orbital up. It looks like he's going to go, well, we probably have an orbital up, yeah, coming up anyway for LzGaMeR, but it looks like he's going to get his orbital up a little bit earlier, give himself a little bit of an income advantage. But that's not going to go, whoops, I pressed pause, sorry. Right next to P, all right? I mean, I. What do you want me to do? But the expansions are going to kick in very shortly. So while we see Team EG in collective is technically behind right now in income levels, and it's not even by much. It's just by a little for now. They are going to be ahead very shortly if CharlieVoi doesn't decide to expand themselves. So right now, things kind of even, just building up some tech. Kind of interesting to see that both players, both Protoss players on each team have decided to go for an early forge, which, you know, that could be for a couple of things. That could be for upgrades or just cannons. But we're not seeing cannons coming from Charlie, so I'm a little surprised. But we are seeing warp gate technology. Twilight Council coming down as well. So we may see some early DTs, which certainly are always a good tactic to go. One thing that I wish I saw more, and I think I've said this before, but I think I wish I see more warp prism play from the Protoss players. I think that it's a really underused unit. And then that may not be true, but the games that I've been doing anyway, they've been very, very underused. So Team EG, LzGaMeR, he's got 2 orbitals up, so now you're going to see that he's coming up way ahead. And I keep pressing the pause button. Sorry. He's going to come out way ahead very quickly here with the double orbitals. Whereas his counterpart Voidwards, only with one just going to start falling behind here. But he's going for the tech route, which is an advantage that he'll have over LzGaMeR, who right now is only going triple barracks. And I'd say that LzGaMeR kind of forced to do that right now, being that he doesn't really know what his opponent's going. And just getting scouted over here by Team CharlieVoi. So, you know, he's going to definitely have to spam some Tier 1 units. And he looks like he's going 5 racks off 2 base. Pretty cool. Looks like he hasn't taken any more gas. I don't think he needs it, as we see a little bit of a plethora of gas over there. Which means that, you know, he's just going to be able to spam whatever he wants when it comes out right away anyway. And use the minerals to his advantage, the high minerals that he's got. It looks like he's going all tech labs. And I would imagine that's, well, I imagine these two will be tech labs as well, just because with 5 barracks, you don't really need reactor cores. If you needed mass marine that quickly, which you don't, you'd be able to make them out of 5 barracks really quickly anyway. And alternatively, we're seeing a very interesting build coming from iNcontroL with triple Stargate. Now, I gotta say, I played this map not too long ago in a 2 vs 2 random placement match, and my partner was a Terran, and he walled off, and he's like, "Hey, you want to go carriers?" And I'm like, "Sure, that sounds like a splendid idea." So I go carriers, and what happens? He doesn't make any units to block off, so he got raped. But if you have a competent player, which LzGaMeR certainly is, to back you up, and he does actually go reactor cores, that I find that surprising, to be honest. But I guess he wants a lot of units really early. Look at this. Factory going out from Voidwards. Oh, what were you doing, Voidwards? It looks like he was going out to scout. LzGaMeR is going to have the opportunity to take that down. He's not even going to get any scouting information. Plus, he's got 2 orbitals. No, actually, I'm sorry, he only has 1 orbital, but he could just scan. Other thing that was interesting, Voidwards, now he's got to think, because he only's got that 1 orbital. Does he use it for mules or other? And oh, no way. Are we going to see Blink? Is he going to be blinked up the ledge? We haven't even seen Blink in any replay that I've done so far. Brilliant use, and I love it. That was a fantastic version of a super drop, basically, between the two without Warp Prism. So, alright, you don't need Warp Prism if that's what you're doing. No way. What is this factory going to land for? So, right now, Team CharlieVoi doing a pretty good job of putting the pressure on. I mean, taking out a Nexus. Look at this. 3 carriers are on the way, but the pylon is down, and then they're just going to be able to attack that pylon, I think. And LzGaMeR certainly spamming units out of these 5 racks right now. And man, what a very effective attack that we've seen with this Blink. Again, Blink being used to try to engage closer, although not entirely necessary with the good range that they had. But really, I mean, if you look at the range of both units, yeah, it really didn't make a difference. And now, oh man, iNcontroL having to cancel all those carriers, not going to be able to make anything out of that. And they've got they've got units in their base, and these are hostile units that are just taking apart their wall from the inside out. And you know, as they keep bringing units over, they're just going to be able to keep blinking in as well as dropping them in. So I'm kind of worried for Team EG here. I'm not entirely sure what they can do. Let me take off. Damn it, the income tag got the pause button again. And yeah, Team EG definitely look like they're a little bit in trouble right now. But wow, Probe's actually helping out over here. Going to block units out. Looks like Protoss player kind of forgot that he had Blink and didn't blink out of it. But he is taking out a lot of the probes. However, that's allowing LzGaMeR to take out these units right here. And with Chrono Boost, I don't think it's going to put him too far behind. And it looks like he has not given up on this Stargate tech. He is going for it once again. And a couple of Hellions popping out. Well, one anyway. That factory going to go down if LzGaMeR decides that that's what he wants to do. And Immortal's now out on the field as well. So, you know, if we go and look at the resources that all players have on hand, it seems like they're doing a pretty good job of macroing. And now that we have some expansions going up, I would imagine that CharlieVoi is ahead at this point. He's got a good map control, good map presence at the very least, and really iNcontroL in a little bit of trouble here. However, he is getting a couple of carriers out still to this day. He believes that carriers are the best. No, I don't actually know if that's true. I've never heard him say that. I'm just putting words in his mouth because I can do that since he can't say anything to me right now, although he can beat me up. He's a pretty big guy iNcontroL, so maybe I should watch what I say. Anyway, looks like we may see the same tactic going off again, and we have an observer out on the field this time, so he could basically use the observer to blink his way up. Now, it's funny because I have often thought that that could be a really good strategy, observer blink, and up a cliff basically, and I just haven't seen it much. However, and it seems to have paid off at this point. However, I don't know if this is going to be a smart move doing it once again, because LzGaMeR, look at this massive units he's got. He's going to be able to hold this off no problem on his own, and I mean that's the benefit to 5 racks. It looks like he's still got 5, yeah, and he's just spamming units. Looks like he's going to armory now. Let's go back to the production tab. We're going to see some upgrades going on. Protoss ground and air. Nice. Wow, air level 2. So even though he did lose his original 3 Stargates, he did still manage to get an upgrade up. And scan going off. So he's going to see exactly what's happening. However, he's going to see, I don't think that he necessarily